Hi, everyone. It's Genene. Welcome to the magical day 11 of your 30-day yoga journey, where today I have for you a continuation of prepping for Sun Salutation B series with some core power. No props are needed. Just remember to click that subscribe button. And also at the end, remember to click the like button and let me know in the comments what you like the best about this particular practice, how it's working for you. And then let's get started. Beginning the way we often do, sitting in an easy cross-legged position, Sukhasana. Gently allow your eyes to close, separating out the time before you got on your mat and the time when you get off your mat so that you can be fully present here, breathing in and out through your nose. Tapping into your power, your sense of your own power. Drawing your hands together, connect your thumbs with your heart and state to yourself your intention for your practice. How you want to use this time to increase your sense of power, empowerment, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. To let go of what's holding you back and what you're ready to let go of now. And then release your hands back down to your thighs. And let's start on hands and knees. So line up your wrists with your shoulders and line up your knees with your hip bones. Just a few cat-cows to warm the spine. Tilt the pelvis forward. Extend through the spine. Lift your gaze. And use your exhale to round the spine. Pull the low belly nice and deep in. Inhale, extend. Feel the chest broaden. And exhale, round. And then one more. And then exhale. And now untuck your toes and come into either Vajrasana or Virasana. So you're either sitting on your heels, or if it's comfortable for you, you can come into Virasana. You separate your two-headed calf muscles and sit between your feet. You're sitting basically. So that I can show you basically everything why we're doing it. So in Sun Salutation B series, one of the big differences is when you're in down dog, you need to be able to get your leg in between your hands. Now, if your arms are short compared to your legs, this may never ever happen for you, but you can get closer. So we're going to work on pulling these low ribs up, puffing up into here, into your back body here, and then shifting the weight forward and being able to set the foot down. A lot of core strength there. That's why we're doing all this. So now that you know that, let's come to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So make sure that if you have props, even though you don't need any, get them out of the way. Down dog. And we'll move this. So first from this upside down V, inhale into plank. And this is going to set you up so you know, okay, this is my plank. My wrists are underneath my shoulders. My wrist creases are in line with the line of my mat. Okay? And then from here, you don't move your feet, you don't move your hands. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Now let's mix up the breathing the other way around for fun. Inhale and exhale back. That's probably more usual for you. Inhale forward and exhale back. Come down onto your knees. Child's pose. Just a reminder that you can come to child's pose anytime you need to Forehead is on the ground, arms stretched out. And now take your hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself back up. Let's come back to hands and knees, and we're going to do some practicing. Downward facing dog. So inhale your right leg in the air. This is another important thing. So you don't want to just swing the leg, because then you're out of control and you can't decide. Something else is going to decide whether or not you hurt yourself or not. So instead, feel the firmness of your right leg. This is a power move right here. You're developing strength. Take your left heel down to the floor, and then exhale, right knee into chest. Inhale, lift that leg up, and exhale, set it down. Left side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Firm that left leg strongly. You can give a little peek to your big toe. It's pointing straight down to earth. And then exhale, left knee into chest. Pull the low belly in strongly. And then inhale, up, and exhale, set it down. Now lift your right leg in the air. Arms stay strong and straight the whole time. Exhale, plant your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So look to where you're going. Pull that low belly in and step the foot. Inhale, you draw into the center of your pelvis as you lift straight back up with the right leg. And exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, take that left leg to the outside, left foot to the outside of the left hand, and pull in. So you don't just try to throw your leg. Use the strength in your core to float that left leg up, and exhale, set it down. Now, inhale, right leg up, and just like what we were talking about, right knee pulls into the belly. Really pull the low ribs up. Feel the puffing action. Everything that you're doing in your arm balances right here. This is great training and strengthening for arm balances here. Look to where you're going, and then float the foot. And if that did not work, you take your hand and you grab the ankle, and then you set it forward. So let's try the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee into chest. Shift forward, pull up with the body, low body really. And then if you can't quite reach, hand grabs the ankle and helps it forward. That's fine. You're good. Then inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, set it down. Downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees, because you have options. So you can make this nice and easy. Come onto forearms. Or come back to downward facing dog, and we're lower down onto our forearms and never lower the knees. So swing your elbows in towards each other. Lower your arms 1/3 of the way. A second third of the way. A third of the way, all the way down. Okay, and walk your feet back. So you're in forearm plank. Push the floor away with your forearms. Pull up through the low belly. Pull up through your pelvic floor. Outer hips come together. Pubic bone, tailbone come together. Lift up through the crown of your head. Now we're going to move this just like we did in down dog. Inhale up into dolphin, so you lift the hips up and back. And then exhale forward. Just for fun, we're messing with the breath. Inhale up and exhale forward. Now let's do it the other way. Exhale, lift, and inhale forward. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. Exhale forward this one. Exhale, lift. Then see if you can walk your feet a little closer. Push the floor away more with the hands. So your head does not touch the floor. And then you choose how far you can get your feet towards your elbows. And then hang out wherever you are, hang out. Inhale, float your right leg up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, float your left leg up so your hips are staying square in these. Remember, we're practicing that one particular action today. And then exhale, set it down. Come down onto your knees and swing your legs out in front of you for Dandasana, staff pose. So feeling very, very strong like a staff. So here's what happens. Here's what you'll get. If you don't do anything, you'll be like, this is nothing. For it to be a strength builder, you want to pull the low back muscles up and in. And then your knees bend and you're like, whoops, not that. Straighten the legs. So the feet and the knees, more likely you can see the knees, all four corners, point straight up. So your feet are not splayed out, not going in. And then you can have hands on blocks, hands on floor, wherever you need to by your hips so that you can assist that action of lengthening through your spine, gazing straight ahead, lifting up on kneecaps, pushing the back of the knees in towards the floor. And then if you're wondering if you're hyperextending or not, you can tell here because your heels would be off the floor. And that's going too far. We don't want to do that. Just to be clear, you want to keep the heels down on the ground. So feel that steadiness, the groundedness of this particular strength building asana. Anytime your mind wanders, bring it back to literally what you're doing. Can you feel the floor beneath you? Do you notice what's the quality of your breath here? And then from here, let's bend both knees, feet flat. So, Navasana series. Come down onto your forearms to start. Push the floor away. Okay, from here, inhale your right leg in the air. Set it down on an exhale. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, set it down. Now inhale for nothing and exhale, lift both legs up. And inhale, lower, and do a few more on your own. If this is too hard with two legs, you do one leg. And I'm going to bring my elbows back, push the floor away. One more. Then you can progress this up to on your hands. Exhale, lift. I know I'm changing the breath on purpose. Inhale, lower. We're messing with the breath today. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. But the important thing is we're breathing. Exhale both legs and inhale, lower. And you choose, is this cool? Is this too hard? Too easy? Stay with your highest, most challenging level, but you're not hurting yourself. And the low back muscles keep pulling up and in. There's no rounding here. Lift up through the low back. Then let's see if we can lift both legs. Well, we'll start there. Take your right arm out in front of you. Maybe you take your left arm out in front of you. Now, if this is like, okay, I have a Navasana practice, no big deal. Okay, so you reach your legs up to the sky, straighten them up. And maybe you hold here. Maybe you play today. You want to bend and then straighten, but you're holding. Whatever's happening, you're pulling the low back muscles up and in. You're lengthening through your spine, opening your chest, and staying right here. So wherever you are, even if your feet are on the floor, take your hands together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Say, hi, obliques. How are you today? Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the other side because you got to say hello to both sides. And then inhale, center. Oh, that was so fun. Let's do it again. Right. Inhale, left. Whoops. Inhale, lower the legs, bring the soles of the feet together, knees open for Baddha Konasana. And I need props. My background's in this one, so we grab props so that I can take that pelvis, the top rib forward. And then soles of the feet. Soles of the feet together. Squeeze the glutes, open the knees. Now come to lying on your bellies. So if you have, this is important, if you lie down and this is painful when we're doing Shalambhasana, locust pose, you can unfold a blanket like this and put it underneath your pelvis, and that usually does the trick. Meanwhile, you're gonna lengthen both legs nice and long on the floor and take a moment with your head on your hands. Take a breath in and take a breath out. So this is helping you ground and stay centered and strong in your mind. Now bring your arms by your sides. Firm everything. Pelvis stays on the ground, but everything else is going to lift. But not crunch. Lengthen everything. So lengthen toes away from head and inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Arms out to the sides. Inhale, exhale. So the thumbs point up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale. It's going to get harder and harder. Inhale and exhale. Just one more here. And exhale. Bring your arms overhead into this V shape. And then if you're finding this hard, you're going to come back to one of these other options, or you're going to bend at the elbows. Otherwise, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. So if this hurts your neck, back off. This is not about hurting your neck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Or your low back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Now bring your arms all the way overhead into this shape of an I, capital I. Firm everything. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take a full breath here, because the next one we're holding up. Inhale, lift up. Hold here. wherever you're at, you're lifted, you're lengthening, and you're building strength and power. And focus. Arms out to a V. Maybe you can lift higher already. Bring your arms to a T, out to the sides. Lift higher. Arms by your hips. Lift. Now clasp your hands. And now really lift. Use the strength of your arms to help. Now release your hands. Place them in line with your chest and lower your forehead and legs to the ground. Breath in. Breath out. Now firm your legs. Press all 10 toenails into the floor. So this time the lower body is staying down. Cobra, Bhujangasana. Imagine you're pulling your hands back towards your feet so you're sliding through the grass like a cobra, and then you're showing the world your power. You don't even have to do anything. You don't strike, you just show. Inhale, lift up. And breathe. Feel the commanding presence you're creating here. Exhale, lower down. Hands on forehead. No, other way around. Forehead on hands. Now, take your hands across your chest and press yourself up. You can do a reverse chaturanga or just press up onto your knees. And then step, so from hands and knees, wherever you're at, or from down dog, step your right foot between your hands. This is where you might want some padding underneath your back knee if it is sensitive. So we're doing one of the pigeon variations. You're going to bend your left, lift your left foot off the ground. And then here's the trick. You could stay here, all right? Or you might want to lift up, hands to the front thigh, then bend, then grab the foot from the inside, or you grab from the outside. There's so many options. If you're on the inside, the elbow, you'll see, the elbow has to swing up, and the heel, no matter where you're at, is going to the outer glute, and you're lifting through your chest, turning ribs from left to right. And exhale, release. Now come to the other side. Again from hands and knees, or you could go back into downward facing dog and focus on that. Draw the knee in, draw the left knee in, and step the foot forward one last time. And then the same thing on this side. You either just lift the back leg, or maybe you're lifting up, grabbing the foot from the out or inner inside, lifting through the chest, turning the ribs. spreading the toes of your right foot. And then release. Come back to hands and knees, and everyone stretch out into downward facing dog. And then come down onto your knees. Lie down onto your backs. Once you find yourself on your back, draw your knees into your chest. Now, arms on the floor for support. Roll all the way onto your right outer hip for a gentle twist. And then you can begin to take that left shoulder towards the floor. Inhale, center, and then exhale, other side. Inhale, center, Shavasana. Well, take your knees into your chest, one big exhale. And then let yourself rest in Shavasana, closing your eyes. You may stay here longer or begin to bring yourself back into your room, into your body. Once again, feeling the floor beneath you. And then bring small movements into your body, wiggling toes, fingers, ankles, wrists. Perhaps you decide to inhale, stretch your arms overhead or not, pointing your toes. Exhale, arms back down by your side. Bend your knees. Roll onto your right side. Press yourself back up to seated. Closing your eyes once more. Join your hands together in front of your heart. Checking in with your sense of your own power. Notice where you feel more empowered. Right from the center of your core. And choose for yourself how you want to take this out with you throughout the rest of today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Namaste.